March 7th, 1989. It was the kind of spring day you'd never expect to remember. Calm, breezy, with sunlight slipping between clouds. In the countryside of Tokushima, Japan, life moved at a slow, steady pace. Children's laughter echoed across quiet yards. The smell of simmering miso filled the air, and families gathered for a peaceful afternoon. 4-year-old Matsuoka Shinya had been to his grandparents' house countless times. It was a familiar, loving space. That day, like many before, he played outside. While the adults were inside preparing lunch, his father stood nearby just a few feet away, glancing down at something, distracted for no more than 40 seconds. But when he looked back, Shinya was gone. At first, no one panicked. Kids wander. Maybe Shinya had chased a butterfly or ducked behind a tree, playing hide and seek. But as minutes passed, then, and our concern turned into dread. The entire family spread out to search. His name echoed through the fields. They checked every corner, under porches, behind sheds, in nearby woods. But nothing. Not a sound, not a footprint. It was as if the child had simply vanished into thin air. Neighbors joined the search. Dozens became hundreds. Rice paddies were combed, shallow creeks dragged, old wells uncovered. But the result was the same silence. No clothing, no clues, no Shinya. By nightfall, police arrived and took over the effort. Drones circled above. Search dogs were brought in. Volunteers blanketed the surrounding countryside. But even with state resources, every search came up empty. Shinya's parents gave a full description. He was cheerful, curious, easy to talk to. He would have responded to his name. But no one saw or heard anything suspicious. And that was the most haunting part. This wasn't a busy city. There were no crowds, no strangers passing through. Just a small, quiet village where everyone knew each other. There was simply nowhere to disappear to, and yet, he had. With no evidence, theories began to swirl. Some believed Shinya had wandered into the nearby forest and gotten lost, but trained dogs would have picked up his scent. Others suggested he may have fallen into an abandoned well or drainage canal, but all known locations had been searched. One theory suggested something more sinister: abduction, but in such a remote area, with no reports of suspicious individuals or vehicles, that idea seemed far-fetched. Then there were the whispers. In hushed tones, some locals spoke of kamikakushi, a form of spiriting away from Japanese folklore, where children mysteriously vanish, taken by spirits or into another realm. It sounds like superstition, but when there are no answers, people search for meaning anywhere they can. A more disturbing theory suggested that someone in the community, someone trusted, could have taken Shinya, that he might have been hidden by someone he knew. But again, no evidence, no suspects, nothing. Days turned to weeks, weeks to months. Still no word, no breakthrough. Shinya's family kept his room untouched. His clothes stayed folded. His toys remained exactly as they were. His mother lit candles, prayed daily, and begged the media not to forget her son. Years passed, but the pain remained frozen in time. Interviews showed a mother still holding on to hope, and a father forever trapped in that one moment. Those 40 seconds that changed everything. For the people of Tokushima, the case became more than a tragedy. It became a legend, a cautionary tale told to children about not wandering off. But behind the folklore is real heartbreak and a family still waiting. More than 3 decades have passed. The case of Matsuoka Shinya remains one of Japan's most baffling and heartbreaking unsolved disappearances. It's a painful reminder that sometimes the most terrifying mysteries happen, not in horror movies or ghost stories, but in the quietest corners of our world. To this day, documentaries and discussion boards revisit the case, hoping for new clues, new leads. But the questions remain the same. Where did Shinya go? How can a child disappear so completely in less than a minute? Sometimes the scariest stories are not the ones with monsters, but the ones with silence, the ones with no ending, the ones that leave behind only echoes of laughter and unanswered questions. Thank you for watching True Story Files. If stories like these move you, disturb you, or stay with you, subscribe, share, and stay tuned. Because sometimes the scariest mysteries are the ones we may never solve.